got some rugged country here. Get up in these elevations, climbing these rocks. It'll test you. We're going up there. Yeah, I see him now too. We got a buck out here. It's a quarter mile away or further. But he's got a couple does with him. It's just out to his ears. Just out here glassing tonight. It's already 7 o'clock, so really bow and equipment's in the truck. But just seeing what we can pull up for tomorrow morning. It's beautiful here, just gorgeous. Temperatures down the bottom are just a little over 100. It's quite cool up here, way up on top of the mountain. Just gorgeous view. Completely opposite of what we've been hunting for the last 5 or 6 days. The terrain is just total opposites. Well, it's very early in the morning here. This is actually our first morning hunt here in Nevada. It's 5:37. We had to get up at 3:15. Well, actually 3 o'clock, left at 3:15 to get here. It's actually been 9 minutes. We still haven't turned up a big buck yet. We've found elk, horses, cows, and heard some coyotes. Everything but a mule deer. Have faith, though. Waiting for Corbin to find us a big deer. You ready up there, bearded one? Bearded wonder.
I shaved my beard off. You can't call me that.
Nah. Yeah, you didn't shave it off. It's still there.
I took like an inch off.
Still looks like a billy goat.
Billy goat gruff. He's got a short tail like a billy goat too, doesn't he? Actually, it's more like a what is it? German short hair with the little.
Can you take that serious?
You're supposed to talk about.
Look to the right or to the
You're
left.
running, I hope, right? Yeah, there you go.
Can you take that serious? Because I can't.
Listen, just like hunters, camera guys come in all shapes, forms, and fashions.
That just screams professionalism, doesn't it?
Can you make that
one more time? Hey, one more time, buddy.
Can you make that little tail wiggle like the dogs do? There you go. We have a buck up there. He's 4x5, basically with an inline on the right side. He's a shooter buck, but we're 2.5 miles away. So what we're going to do is we're going to unload the Polaris. We're going to go up. They got an old road that they can drive in and at least get to the base of the mountain. And then we'll get another look at him. If he's still not in that canyon, we'll get a good look at him. Then from there, we're going to try to get up above him, and we'll get a spotter above us, and maybe let Curtis with the camera sit above us, and then Tyler and I are going to try to stalk in and get a shot at him if we can get it situated. So that's the plan. I think. Maybe he passed.
No, I haven't been on in a long time.
Been going like a week. Don't even give me that. Don't even give me that.
I see a little booty tail behind. It's like, oh, it's Curtis.
Your wife's funny just like
I got all that.
Oh, dang. I didn't see that.
Drop our pack here, Tyler and I. We're gonna creep down in here into this gully, cross this little drainage down in here and get on that hillside there and just kind of bury ourselves in. The deer's around this hill, he's just feeding. What they've seen him do several times is either hit those trees where we can see the tops of them, get in the shade and bed there, or he comes up this gully and tries to find some shade in these little runoffs here. So Curtis, up on the hill there, he's videotaping us up on top of that knoll. Our deer is just 300 yards on the other side of this hill. But it doesn't look like he's going to come on this corner like we thought. There's a bunch of trees there. It looks like he's going to bed up in the shade there. So we're just going to sit here and wait and see what he does. This is fun.
He looks boogered. I don't know if he heard or I don't know if the wind switched or what. But.
Yeah, he had to because he couldn't see us. We could barely see him. And as soon as we backed up 2 feet, we were over the crest. So he didn't see us, he smelled us. We stalked on this thing for 4 hours this morning. We're getting ready to get in position. The wind switched like that. It's blowing at our back. He's gone. You got to take every chance you can when you're stalking for deer like this. So back to the drawing boards. Back to the Polaris all the way back to the trucks. 2 more hours, we should be back there.
The real talent. The real talent.
Yeah.
The unsung heroes of outdoor television. Curtis Tyler Blosser and Tyler Matthew Weaver. Stay tuned for their epic adventures next on Sportsman's Channel.
We got 2 bucks below us. One's a smaller 3x3, the other one's a decent 4x4, so they're working our way around here. It's not an easy stock. Not that it's that physical, but just being quiet. We got the wind in our favor, so see how it works out. So we got both of those bucks went west away from us, so there's no sense of stalking on and bust them up tonight. So what we'll do is come in the morning, like he said, we'll post up. They'll be our spotters and help us and give us directions so we can get on them. They'll probably bed in the very same area. Get down in this little bottom of this saddle here and come down into these real thick trees, get out of the sun. Yeah, exactly. Hey, the ending of a beautiful day.
Just got word from Corbin, who's about 3/4 mile on the other side of the hill. And I think they found our bucks about a half a mile to the west of us. So Mark's getting some instruction right now, so we're gonna side hill around and see if we can lay eyes on him, get in position.
Alright, we'll get to the top, see if I can put eyes on him, then we'll go from there. We climbed all the way to the top. The 2 bucks we had last night, one of them's a shooter. They're down on this ledge here. We're not sure which direction they're gonna go, so we just post up here instead of busting down to the saddle and then they go on the other end. So I'm just gonna wait and see what happens here. Give it 10 minutes or so. Almost 6 o'clock and it's warm already. 8,000 feet, hard climbing for a flatlander like me. Age doesn't have anything to do with it, Tyler. Nothing at all.
Mark, you might need to go a little more to your right. You're heading off the, I guess it'd be probably the southwest right there.
We just came across those 2 ridges chasing these muleys. We have a south-southwest wind on the top, but as it funnels down over, it's just kicking all over the place. So they winded us at about 150 yards. They went all the way down here to the west and come over the top here. There was a bunch of wild horses in our way, so we couldn't get to them. So it got stymied for a minute, and it was just long enough for them to get over the top here. We saw him at about 110 yards there, just walking. He's heading down. We can't catch up with him. Can't get this nut. And this shell rock, it's way too noisy. We'll never get close to him. So we'll lick our wounds, go back to the truck, and start over. The last hurrah, day number 7, our last morning. If I look tired, that's because I am. It's been a long week, actually. Between the heat and the early mornings. Some mornings we're getting up at 3:15 and getting started, and then we don't get back till at least 9:30, maybe almost 10 o'clock some nights. So last night we had a nice night sitting in the blind. Just didn't see many deer. Saw some wild horses. It was pretty cool. So we're gonna go back to the pivots on the alfalfa field this morning. We got real close yesterday. They saw a couple of those same deer last night. They're there, so it's all about getting on a stalk on them this morning. So last chance, see how it works out for us, huh? The sage is way too short right here. We've got one big push on the road, but that's pretty much all we can do as far as going to the east. This is our last night. As you can tell, we only got about half hour worth of daylight, almost. Sun's probably down over the hill up here, so we're walking up to the top. One last ditch effort for this one smaller buck who comes out of this canyon. We literally probably have 35, 36 minutes left. But good week. Home for 5 days, 6 days, and we come back for elk, so that trip should be different, hopefully anyway. As far as harvesting something, getting an arrow into something. So here's our view. You know, the average person walks standing straight up for hundreds or maybe thousands of years, standing straight up, right?
I think I know where you're going with this.
Okay, but when you come out here and you go mule deer hunting, people don't stand straight up when you mule deer hunt out here because the sagebrush is about this tall. So this is how you walk all the time. Look, not there. Keep walking and going. Keep around the sagebrush all day. That's how you walk mule deer hunting in Nevada all day, every day.
We got 15 minutes left and we're trying to kill something. You're prancing.
You see all the deer out there? You see any deer out there?
I don't even know what to say to that. It's the mule deer shuffle.
He can do his own.
And cut.
I'm not seeing very many deer on this side.
No, I've seen 4 of those. 2 mamas and 2 little ones. It's time to go.
Yeah, let's go to the other side.
We got 3 days. This isn't the normal 7-day hunt. Let's go.
Oh, we got to go quicker, huh?
Drive faster.
Day 1 or day like 11 in Nevada, depending how you look at it. It's our second trip around. We got the 6 hour this time, so we're hoping for some different results. First spot, a couple does. On to the next one.
We've only seen about a handful of does, 1 small buck so far, so not a lot of action. First night, I got Weave up here, busting my chops to do more behind the scenes and stuff. So I'm going to sneak up on him here in a second, make him do it. Watch me. This is the guy I was talking about just a minute ago. He doesn't know what to do, so he tries to dance. It's a redneck from Virginia trying to dance and doing. This is the issues I have to put up with for the next 21 days. It's our last night here in Nevada, and it's probably just like the previous 12 or 13 days we've been here on both trips for bow and now for rifle. We only had 3 days here, but we figured we'd come out and try anyway. We were in town today and we were talking around and heard some people saying that they have a donation here for food. So we'll do something we probably just normally don't really do. We may find a deer tonight. We had one last night. It was an old buck. He's a 5x2. I mean, he just something that you normally wouldn't shoot, but he's a really old buck. The farmer says he's been here over, quite a few years. So if we see him tonight, we may take him and then donate the food here. The COVID hit here pretty hard. Not the actual COVID, the disease, but the economy that goes associated with that hit real hard. So there's some families here in need of some food. So if not, even if it gets late, we may even shoot a doe. Again, something we don't normally do, but it might be the right thing to do here. We got a tag. Let's use it. The meat could go to somebody good. So we'll see how it works out this afternoon. It's only 4:30, so we got some time. We're going to spot these fields here, see if we find a big buck that we hadn't seen the last couple of days come in. If not, we may go after that older buck, and he's probably not going to make the winter anyway. We saw him last night. He's a little slow, a little fat, a little heavy, and you can tell he's really old. So do some favor for the ecosystem, for the deer herd, and then help some people in town. So we'll see how it works out, but that's kind of the plan. It'll change, and then we'll head back to Iowa and see if we can kill a big buck in Iowa. Our buck's up here on the next knoll over, so we got the wind into our face. We're gonna take a walk up here and see if we can get up here and get a nice close shot at him. All right. What is he?
The front deer.
How far?
204. Right there, he stopped. He's looking at his front deer.
Ready, Tyler?
You hit him low. Oh, he's bleeding good. He's a little higher than I thought.
We got our meat. Oh, look, you said I hit him low.
Man, it looked like it for me, but I was right behind you, you know?
I can feel his ribs.
Oh, dude, like I said, as soon as I seen him tonight, you could see that side of him. He just, look, I mean, just an old buck. Still has a couple points on this side, still has a little bit of velvet on him.
We come out here and hunt with Russ quite a bit, obviously. And we were normally after some big old horns, but just wasn't in the cards for us this year. We bow hunted. We came up on a couple really nice ones going bow season, but we just couldn't make it happen. So we figured come out at 2 or 3 days before we start hunting a big whitetail swing in Iowa, and Minnesota, Kansas. And so it got to the end, and they were talking about a couple families in town needing some meat and really could use it, you know. So we're like, there's no sense in wasting a tag. Might as well get some meat to somebody. We can't take it with us, so we're either picking a doe or a big old buck, and Russ would rather shoot this thing because it probably wasn't going to make the winter.
Yeah, he's just an older age class steer, and I'd rather take something like this. I mean, you never know when the doe's going to be your next 200.
Exactly, exactly. It's a good thought process, and like I said, I can actually feel his ribs.
Yeah, he just didn't look good last night, and then, you know, I would just rather this deer get taken.
Yeah.
These guys are going to still love the meat. I mean, the buck's going to be delicious for them. They're going to be happy.
Good management buck, and I get to kill a buck.
Yeah, exactly. You got to shoot something, man.
I got to shoot something. He's got some cool character to him, though.
Oh, yeah, exactly. Just, you know, just an old buck.
Yeah. Does he have any teeth left?
A couple on the bottom, but nothing else. I mean, he's
Russ,
pretty.
Thanks again. I know it didn't turn out exactly like we wanted, but you know what? I'm sitting here with a smile on my face. I got to shoot something.
That's what it's all about, right?
I mean, had a good time. Good couple of days of hunting, and appreciate it. So what do we want to say at the end of our video? Never apologize
for your God-given
right to hunt. Boy, you need to learn that by now.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.